What's up guys, it's Koi from Gentleman Within, and in this video, I'm going to review the entire Tailor store experience, as well as demonstrate a few different ways to rock the car coat, which is the custom garment that I had made. So a little bit about the company. They were founded in 2003 in Sri Lanka, and today they employ over 500 employees at their Sri Lankan factory where their fabrics are sourced and garments are cut. I'm not going to go into detail about the company, but if you want to know more about them, you can read my in-depth blog post, which I will link down in the description below. I will say, however, that I like the way that they view their employees, their tailors, more than just an extension of the product, but more as the heart and soul of this made-to-measure company. They really seem to take pride in their process and treat their employees well. Oh, and before we get started, if you are more interested in seeing the styling portion of this video, then you can go ahead, skip ahead. I ain't mad at you. So this isn't my first go around with Tailor Store. In fact, I tried some of their flannel shirts last year at the recommendation of good friend Brock McGough of The Modest Man, and I was quite impressed at the quality and the fit, and the customer service was quite on point. And I love that there was a wide variety of different colors and patterns to choose from, and their visual designer is one of the best out there. All right, so when it comes to getting measured, there are 3 ways, and the first is the traditional route where you just measure your own body, and they have a video guide on their website where you can take those measurements with a tape measure. Second, you have the option to measure an existing shirt. And so if you have a perfect fitting shirt, that is definitely always the way to go. That's my go-to choice. And third, Tailor Store has this Size Me algorithm. They claim that they can get your entire measurement profile with just your body weight, your height, and your collar size, which I am a little bit skeptical, and so I didn't go with that option, and I haven't gone with that option, but you can always give it a try and see if it works for you. So when it comes to designing your custom garment with Tailor Store, I really love what they have with their visual designer. It's very easy to navigate through their user interface to design your custom made garment. Anytime you have an ordering experience online where you can click and visually see every little detail, then you know you got a winner. And so with Tailor Store, they definitely have one of the best visual designers I've ever seen online, period, for made to measure. You can see the exact details of your buttons to your collars and your cuffs to the back of the shirt, and you can custom design it. In fact, they have over 16 different types of collars that you can choose from. But trust me, I've navigated my way through many online made to measure visual designers and had some pretty bad experiences, but when I went to Tailor Store, it's quite refreshing. Everything is big and you can just see it. It's clean graphically. As a graphic designer, I can really appreciate their user experience. Tailor Store, it's so chock full of customization options that at times it can get a bit overwhelming, but it's perfect for the type of guy that knows exactly what he wants and is very peculiar about certain details. And so you can really hone in and get super specific on the details of your garment, from your cuffs to the sleeves, to the back of your shirt, to the type of fit, the type of sleeves, to the cuff, the placket, the pocket, the cut of the bottom of the shirt, buttons, and so on. In this portion of the video, I'm gonna get into the car coat details and my thoughts on the quality of the car coat. So what is a car coat? Well, it's very similar to a top coat in that it's a little bit shorter. Ideally, it hits around mid-thigh, which is perfect for shorter gentlemen. You normally find it in fabrics like wool, cotton, nylon, or a blend of them. And originally the car coat was meant for, you guessed it, driving in cars, because the length of the shirt or the length of the coat made it perfect for, you know, sitting down. But since it's become a menswear staple. So I went for Tailor Store's Waterford car coat in navy, and it's got an Oxford weave. And I went for their casual style, which means the lapel had the kind of trench coat style flair. So I really wanted to go for a more modern take. For the specifics, it's a casual coat. The fit is slim. It's 65% nylon, 30% cotton. It's got a gray lining, warm lining, which I went for, but I couldn't tell the difference between a warm lining and a regular lining. The coat itself is very thin. It's very light, and so it kind of feels more like a jacket rather than a coat. But I got black buttons and matching thread, and so you can't really see the lining on the back, but it's got a nice zigzag pattern along the back. And so for the quality of the garment, I feel like overall the coat is very well made. The fabric feels strong and durable, like it can last for many years to come. And there weren't any dangly or loose threads either, which is always a good thing. And I really like how the nylon gives the fabric water resistant qualities, and so running water just pours right off of the material. And it is actually lined with polypropylene, I believe. And that's just a type of material that lends itself to breathability, which is a good thing as well. When you're layering a lot of thick layers, it's good to have a breathable outer layer. And from an aesthetics point, I feel like the coat really looks great. and they nailed the fit on the first go around, which kudos to them, but they already had my measurements, and so they nailed it with my flannels before, but they did a great job with the coat, no complaints. But it's not all perfect though. Like I told you before, this is actually very light, and so I went for the warm lining, which is an additional $12.95, and to me it just feels really light, and it feels as if there's no lining at all. And so, like I said before, it feels like a jacket. So I'd say anything below 40 degrees, I would not be wearing this unless I'm really rocking something thick underneath, like a turtleneck sweater, then that'd be okay. And the good thing is that the jacket has enough room for me to layer thicker pieces of clothing underneath, which is always a good thing for stylish gentlemen. But man, I really wanted to be able to rock this coat all through the winter, but unfortunately, oh well, it looks really good. All right, so for the price of the garment, the coat goes for $269 over at Tailor Store, and in my opinion, it's a little bit pricey, and you throw on the extra lining and it was $280 some, and to me, I just think maybe $200 would be a little bit more reasonable. But yeah, all in all, it's a great jacket. I love the fit, and I had a good experience. So you've made it to the styling portion. If you watched this far into the video, and if you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to get alerts anytime I post a video. That would be awesome. Get back in here. Oh, snap. All right, so first off, I love how the casualness of this car coat to trench coat style lapels really gives it that modern flair. And so it's perfect for popping the collar. Yes, you could pop collars and still be a stylish gentleman, but I love popping collars, especially this one. It's got the nice zigzag pattern in the back, so that's real dope. And it's got the button and the little tab over here, so that's really cool too. Nice little detail. But yeah, for the first look, how I'd rock this, I would rock this with a roll neck underneath, and then you can pop the collar. I got some burgundy chinos and some sweet suede Chelsea boots from Thursday, but it's a very relaxed look, really casual, cool look, but it's still refined and elevated. And so it's part rakish, part refined. You really can't go wrong with that blend. And then for a second look, I paired the car coat with charcoal gray wool trousers with a herringbone pattern. You know, wool's always the perfect fabric for wintertime. And then in a smart casual move, you can go ahead and rock a nice sweater with a Oxford cloth button down, OCBD, and layer over top with the trench, or layer over top with the car coat. And then if you're feeling cold, you're going out and you want to look even more stylish, throw on that wool scarf, and then some leather gloves, and then the ear warmers so that you can, you know, keep your hair looking fresh. But yeah, I feel like that really makes for a perfect winter getup, and it really helps to let the car coat shine in all its glory. And the thing I like about the car coat is that it really accentuates your body, and it hugs to your body, so it's a really streamlined look. And especially if you're a shorter guy, it's a really good piece for a shorter guy, because again, it hits at mid-thigh, and it gives you the appearance of height. It makes, when I'm rocking this jacket, it really makes me feel like I'm taller when I see myself in pictures or in the mirror. All right, so ending this video, the bottom line, let's go over some pros. Pros, they give you the free remakes. They have a large collection of fabrics, endless customization options, a very pleasant user experience. The visual designer is top notch. They have high quality materials and stellar customer service. Some of the cons, poor packaging. There's no box, it's just a shoddy bag that was a little ripped up and mangled by the time it got to me. But, you know, can't fault them. Even though packaging is very important to the overall experience, you know, they can really save a lot of money by going that route, and I don't blame them. Another con is that the outerwear, like this top coat, is quite pricey. And three, their shipping is a little bit longer than average, and so I think this took exactly 21 days, 3 weeks for it to arrive to me, and so that's a little bit longer than I had expected. But in the end, I've had some really awesome experiences with Tailor Store over the past year, and with this experience with the car coat. And I do want to say that they offered this to me free of charge. They allow for me to try out the service once again and to share my experience with you guys. And so if you are at all curious about trying Tailor Store out, they have graciously provided me with a custom code, gentleman within 30 at checkout, but you can get 30% off your first tailored shirt. You know, I tried to get it for the car coat, but that's something that they couldn't offer at this time. But, you know, try the service first with their shirts and see how you like it, and then maybe the next time you can check out their outerwear. But all right, guys, thank you as always for watching, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm putting out new videos like this once a week, and so maybe a little bit more than once a week, who knows, but we'll see. Oh, and for a much more in-depth look at Tailor Store and in this review, then I will link to the blog post which I put together of my blog up here for you guys and down in the description below. So definitely check that out if you like to read and take a look at some more pictures. I'm just trying to put out the best content that I can for you guys, and if you have any comments, suggestions of what you'd like to see, leave some comments down below. And yeah, that's all I got. Cheers to your style, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace. All right, so come on, bro. Sorry about that. I had to push him out of the way. He was cramping my space.